it's Jay here with Purple Biz Marketing. I'm here tonight to make digital marketing easy for you. Thank you so much, Sonia, for inviting me to do a quick tutorial for your group of society ladies. I'm sorry, CEO Society. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Tonight, I want to share a few tips with you ladies about email marketing, some things you can do to optimize your emails if you're using email marketing. If you're not using email marketing, give you some tips on why you might want to consider using it. Okay, so I'm not going to say long. I'm going to do a quick screen share, and I got a gift for you at the end. So hopefully I don't bore you. I'm gonna try not to, but if you all have any questions, please feel free to email me at info@I'mADigitalCEO.com. I also will have all my links on the free gift that you're going to receive, and also at the end of the PowerPoint, you will be able to see my contact information. So let's get this started because I value your time. So let's go. All right. So email marketing. What is email marketing? Email marketing is a list of, well, email marketers sending emails for one, but you're marketing to your audience. So you can market to your audience with a list that either you've previously had, a list that you gained using a lead capture form, whether it was a sign-up form on your website, sign-up form on social media. If you had a vendor expo and you had a whole list of emails, you put that into your system. Anything with somebody's email address and you put it in there as a bulk, you send it as a bulk. So that's what email marketing is. You're marketing through email. No, you're not using your Gmail and your Yahoo to send these clients emails. No, we're not doing that. We're using marketing systems to do this, okay? So anyways, I want to show you how to optimize your email marketing process. So the best way to do this is focus on your audience. You need to know who your audience is, who you're sending these emails to. Like I said, if they're opting in from your website or from a sign-up list, you should know why they're there. What you sent them, or whatever reason they opted into your list, you should know what they are possibly interested in. Say, for example, you had a landing page with your product or service. You're selling some type of skincare. If they opt into your email list, they're interested in skincare. So you want to know your audience, because you don't want to, if you have two businesses that you're running and a customer opt into your skincare list and you're over here selling cookware, they might not want cookware. You kind of like, well, why is she sending me this? And I like skincare. So just be aware of your audience. Know your audience. And you want to be able to provide value to those customers that you're sending email to. That way it can convert into sales, because ultimately that's what we want. We want emails that turn them dollars. Okay? So, all right, here we go. Oh, and then I disappear. Hold on one second. I don't know what the screen doing, but let me go to the next slide. So if I disappear for a second, I'll be back. Okay, so with email marketing, the first thing that you need to make sure in your email marketing strategy, other than having emails, is the headlines. The number one thing people are going to read when they see an email is the subject line. I know I do. When I see an email come in my inbox, I don't care who it's from. If that subject line just say something, sometimes it say psst, or it'll have open now or something like that. That kind of piques my interest. If you got a little boring headline, most people ain't gonna open it. So you want a simple headline. It can be the title of a book, title of an article, anything, but you want it simple. Now, I shouldn't say anything. No, let me back that up. You want a simple headline, but you also want it to be attractive to your audience, because your headline is your first impression. If you misspell something in that headline, you can send an email following and say, oops, but make sure you're checking that headline, subject line. Some people call headlines, some people call subject line. Make sure you're checking that headline before you send that email, okay? Headlines are very important for search engine optimization as well. That can be on social media too, but mostly in emails, because if your emails are going into an RSS feed, they become searchable. So you want to be able to make sure your headlines are on point. And I'm going a little bit further with that piece of it, as far as the search engine optimization piece of it. So the search engine optimization piece, if your keywords that you're going to use in your headline, make sure some of those words are inside the email at least. So that kind of, you see it at the top and then you're like, oh, okay, open it up. When the computer's reading it or generating it, it kind of points like, okay, this word right here is already in the text. Okay. Oh, there I go. I'm going again, but I'm back. Some headline tips. Make sure your headline is catchy, short, and sweet. Now, if you're having a serious email, you might not want nothing too catchy, nothing too far outlandish. You kind of want to stay within the realms of what your email is about. All emails can't have fun titles, that's for sure, especially if it's a past due reminder. You're always not going to have fun headlines, but just make sure they're short and sweet. Like, you want to get straight to the point. Because most of the time when you're looking at an email, it's only going to show some of the text anyway. So you make sure you're short, sweet, get straight to the point, catchy, let them open that email. Because the main thing is your open rate. Once they click on that email to open it, if you have any call to action in there, like open now, download now, buy now, you want them to click on that. So your first key is the open rate. You want to make sure people are opening that email. You can use interesting adjectives. Like, again, SEO optimization, use numbers. I know numbers gets me a lot. If somebody say 3 quick tips to learn how to build your business, oh, wow, cool. 3 quick tips to learn how to make $100,000. Oh, I'm opening that, okay? So numbers actually work in the email subject line. So if you say 7 steps to build your business, 7 steps to run a business, 3 easy skincare tips, 3 easy skincare routines, whatever your business is, direct that headline towards it. But you, like I said, with numbers do work. They have shown to be attractive when people are looking at emails. They like to see numbers. Okay. Some tools I use when I'm creating headlines and doing email marketing. I use a tool called CoSchedule. I don't use CoSchedule for the scheduling part of it. I use it for the headline part because it scores your headlines for you. So if you have a headline that you created, you put it in there, it'll let you know if that's a good headline or not. It'll give it a score. If it's not, it'll say too wordy, not enough words, the keywords are weak. It will tell you what your score is. And I'm going to show you here right now. Let me share my screen over here. I think you can see it. Let's see here. And you know what? I had this screen up, so y'all bear with me one moment because I think it timed out. So we're going to go over here to CoSchedule. One second. So once you in the CoSchedule headline, it is free. The only thing is they do pop up a lot of ads to try to make you buy it, but you don't have to. Just click through. If you're okay with clicking through ads just so you don't have to purchase, that's fine. Okay. So what you can do is, like, right here, write a headline. So I'm going to use 7 days to a better, if I can write, 7 days to a better you using, no, I'm going to do 7 days to better skincare. Skincare. I don't know why I'm on skincare tonight, but whatever. So I'm going to analyze it. And then this is going to tell me if it's a good headline or not. See, this is what I mean by it'll prompt saying you can get deals or whatever. So you can kind of click out of it. Come on. There it goes. Okay. So see right here, it says 64 headline score. So it's telling me to increase, here's some suggestions. Tell me increase my emotional words, increase your uncommon words. And then it shows my common words highlighted in yellow, the uncommon words, and emotional words. So here's some words. This right here is a power word, better and care. And over here, see, it has word balance, the word count, the character. So it's kind of telling me what I need to change in here. So it does analyze it really good for you. Let me try another one. I'm gonna do, let's see, what can I use? 7 essential strategies for finding, for strategies for finding, I'm gonna put online jobs. A lot of people search online jobs, so we're gonna do that. See, that like didn't work. 58. So your goal is to put in your headlines to see if any of those work. And like I said, numbers normally work pretty well. And again, you're going to get these little things that they want you to use. But as you see this little countdown, once they go away, you click X and you're back at it. But you can test your headlines through here. So if you have old headlines you want to test, go put them in here and then just check and see how you can make it better. Some different ways some things you can change up. See, your keyword or topic is found in the first or third letter of your headline, making it easy for readers to skim and understand at a glance. So it kind of tells you what you should do. That's the headline score. SEO score. So SEO is telling me medium quality. So it would not really do well in the SEO world. Okay. So you can play around with some topics. I don't want to do too many right now because I know I don't want to keep you on this training long. But this is one good tool to use. It's the CoSchedule Headline Studio. And again, it's free. I'm all about saving money. So yes, this is free. Okay. I'm going to minimize this because I'm going to come back to that screen here in a second. Another tool I use for headline generation is PepperType.io, Write, and Write.me. These are AI tools. And when I say AI tools, they're artificial intelligence. So you can put like your topic in there and it'll generate different headlines for you to use. These tools aren't free, but I purchased them on AppSumo. And usually AppSumo has a really, really good deal. These were lifetime deals. So I'm going to show you the Write.me. I use this one quite often. So as you see right here, you can select what tone you want to talk into your audience. If you want to be funny, convincing, joyful. So I'm going to use convincing because I want to convince people. Here's a post and caption ideas. But like I said, we're going to do headlines. So go down here to tagline and headline. Okay. So I'm going to create a quick description of what your product or service is. So I'm going to say email marketing made easy using online tools. And it's going to give me 3 variants. So once I click that, here's 3 headlines I can use. Email marketing doesn't suck. Seamlessly send emails to your subscribers. Send your message, send your way. Okay. So these are some topics. A lot of business spend hours generating emails. This is more of like the text of like a subtitle text. But here's some topics and some titles that say you can use as headlines. So that's one too you can use. Again, like I said, it's on AppSumo. It's free. No, it's not free. They had a lifetime deal. Not sure if it's still available, but that one and PepperType.io, it does the same exact thing. And they actually offer several different tools, like different things you can do with it. But I use mine, like I said, you can use for headline, website copy, anything you need written. If you ain't got time to think about writing something, you don't feel like writing something, and you just kind of maybe just need just a starter, like something to get your brain flowing. You don't have to use all the text. This kind of, these tools help. So like this one right here, website headlines and copy, same exact thing. It'll create headlines for you. You can do the same thing, put in your title and the description, and it'll create it for you. Like right here, social media post caption ideas, Google ad copy, blog ideas, Facebook ad copy. It pretty much generate any type of content that you want, and you can reword it to gear more towards your business. in your audience, but these are some tools that you can use, kind of like get your brain flowing. Okay. And title generator as well. I don't use it right now, but I've used it in the past. It's an okay tool to use as well. That one was free. I don't know if it's free anymore, but it used to be free. Now, those tools are to generate your emails. You need an email sending tool if you're not currently using one. They have several out there. MailChimp, MailerLite. Oh God, I got so many out there. I can't remember. ActiveCampaign, Kartra. I use MailerLite and Kartra. I use MailerLite more of just if I want to send a regular email to customers. I use my Kartra, which is more geared towards my online courses because I set up the whole sequence and everything in there. MailerLite, they're not free, but the prices are it's like $30 a month, I think. Kartra's a little more on a more expensive side because it's like an all-in-one marketing tool. It has the websites, the funnels, the memberships, the email marketing. So it has all those tools included. And that's something you can consider. But I want to show you how MailerLite is. And then I want to talk to you about, hold on. Okay. No, you know what? I'm not going to show you what MailerLite is yet because this could be my next screen. So anyways, let me go to the next screen. What I want to do is, and actually this slide not supposed to be right here. I just noticed it, but bear with me. This slide, the killer ads, I want to give to you 100 free headlines. You can use them for social media, on your articles, tweets, Facebook ads, emails. These are headlines you can use, but you gear it towards your business to edit it. And also, like on the screen where it has like blank, of course you fill in the blank there. The number signs, you can trade out the numbers, and it's over 100 of them, so all of them aren't the same. But these are generated. There are over 100 of them. They've been tested, so they're good headlines to use. So that is yours for free. You'll receive that. I think it's going to be in the Google Drive, if I'm not mistaken. So here's your 100 free headlines, just to get you started, just so you can kind of, just to get you started. All right, so here's another thing I want to talk to you about with the email, to optimize your email marketing. We all know that when you're writing emails, you want somebody to open it. You want somebody to read it. That's the goal. You want somebody to buy something from it or book a consultation with you. That's the goal. So a good way to ensure you're targeting your right audience is to do A and B testing. What A and B testing is? A and B testing is, it increases your ROI, but it's testing your audience. So you're creating one email really, and you're sending it to two different audiences. No, you don't have to pick the audience out. Say if you got an email list with 500 people on it, that email tool that you use, it will split up your audience for you. So you don't have to sit here and pick A and B. You don't have to do any of that. The system will pick it for you. With A and B testing, the strategy is for you to change up your call to action. So if one button says download now, you want another one to say get free download. So you want the goal is to see which would have the highest open rate, which audience kind of opens the most, which one they'll open the fastest or more. I'm going to show you an example of how a and B testing is set up, but you definitely want to do A and B testing when you're sending out emails, because if your open rate is kind of low, you want to be able to, if you send both of those A and B, you will be able to see, okay, maybe if I change up this headline, I'll get more open emails. Or if I change up the photo, I'll get more open emails. But you don't want to keep sending out 5 and 6 emails to figure out which one worked. If you do an A and B testing on one email campaign, 250 people will get one email, and the other 250 will get another email with the same content on the inside, mostly. And it's all going to, most time it's all going to direct to the same call to action, but you're just wording it differently. So I'm going to show you so I can make it, make it. So I'm going to show you an example so you can have a visual of how this A and B testing works. This is an A and B testing setup right here. This is what it looks like. Say, for example, your goal is to get them to download your ebook, right? Here, as you see, they have two different subject headlines. They have two different titles. Two different titles, two different texts in here. Then they have two different pictures. And they have two different call to actions. But guess what? Both of them probably going to the same exact site. So what the point of it is to see which one, like which audience say, "Ooh, I like to get the ultimate list growing guide," versus I like the title that says 10x site traffic, 10x your site traffic. Or if they saw one that says, "Oh, download my ebook," but in their mind like, "Ooh, I like download a cheat sheet." So it's really, you're checking to see what your audience likes the most, okay? With the A and B testing, you either want to change your call to actions, change up the different headlines, change up photos, and change up text. Those are the main things you're going to change in your A and B. Actually, it's the only thing you're going to change your A and B testing. But once you send out an email, most of them go at the same time. You will get a report showing you who opened what, how many opened email A versus email B. So you will know which one to send out the next time. You can figure out your audience by that. Like, do they all like pictures or do they not like pictures? Do they like titles that are long? Do they not like titles that are long? So that will help you figure out who your audience is and what type of emails your audience like. And I'm going to show you right here, like I said, I'm using MailerLite. So here's an example. Alexa, be quiet. Alexa, power off. I'm so sorry, Alexa's being disruptive right now. My apologies. Okay, so here's a MailerLite campaign. As you see on my screen, it has regular campaign, which is you're sending out a regular email. This A and B split campaign. As you see here, it's going to ask you, what would you like to test? Are you testing your email subject lines? Are you testing the from name? Like if you find people open more emails that's sent under your company name versus email opening with your name. I know my audience, I have a higher open rate when it's coming from my personal name versus my business name, because everybody don't recognize your business name versus your personal name. So that's one thing you can test as well. The email content. You can make a short version of the email. You make a long version of the email. Sometimes you see people, they'll send you an email and this one is maybe 3 sentences long. And then maybe you might get an email that's like a whole book where you got to read everything. Me personally, sometimes I'll read, it depends on the content. I might read a long one. It just depends on the mood. So you can kind of see if your audience like long emails or short emails. Again, you'll choose that. And here's where you'll put your 2 different subjects. So you can put subject 1, you'll put one subject title here, and then the other subject title you'll put here and compare it. And then, like I said, right here, you'll just put who it's from. So I'm going to do test campaign. I'm not going to sing this. I'm just showing you how you can do it. So I'm going to do the from name. And when I do from name, the subject's going to be the same, but the sender name will be different. So I'm going to do Dr. Melvin. And then I'm going to put this email. Okay. So that's how you would do if you're testing it from. And then you put a subject. So I'm going to put important. Important. When you put that, sometimes people open it. Important. Deal won't deal won't last long. So that might, people might be like, okay, what kind of deal she got? So that's how you would change up you would do your testing between the two. Okay. Click here, next content. This is where you're entering your content. And I'm not going to do a full walkthrough because if you're using a different tool, then it's not going to, you're not going to be able to, you're not going to go through these same steps. But that's really how you set it up. You're going to set it up with 2 different subjects, or either 2 different call to actions, or 2 different names. Okay. All right, so that's A and B testing. All right, so hopefully I was able to simplify what email marketing is, why you need it, and some tools you can use. And also, I want to offer to you a free consultation. So if you go to my website, imadigitalceo.com, I will give you a free analysis of your current email marketing strategy. If you don't have one, we can get one set up for you. We can talk through that, what that will look like. Yeah, so I definitely would love to speak with you about your current email marketing strategy if you don't have one. Because it's very, very important, because everybody is not on social media. Everybody is on Facebook. Everybody is on Twitter. Everybody's not on LinkedIn. Everybody, and actually some people are there. They just don't use it. But most everybody checks their emails. And you don't want to miss out on that audience because you're still focused on just one marketing tool or just the different marketing tools. You still want to nurture your audience that are in your email list. And even if you don't have an email list, we can still talk about that, because there are ways you can create your email list. You can do it by creating a landing page, offering a free download, which again, if that's like a landing page, a lead capture, you can offer that free download just to get those emails. If you had a past event and you had emails from that, input those into your email marketing system. So there's ways to get emails. Again, if you do it that way, then each time it's going to ask you, did this person approve you to email them? So it's always best to try to get like some type of lead capture. And if you need more assistance on that, I can help you with that, because you can get lead capture from website, landing page, social media. Some people use text messaging. You can do it through that way as well. So again, my name is Javanka Melvin. I go by Jay. And hopefully I was able to make email marketing easier for you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email, info@imadigitalceo.com, or you can visit my website to schedule your free consultation, imadigitalceo.com. And I look forward to seeing my CEO Society sisters in there. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me, and y'all take care. And also make sure you download that 100 free headline and use it, okay? Well, you all have a great evening, and thank you so much. Thank you, Sonia, for allowing me this opportunity to speak with your society. And thank you, and hopefully you all will be successful in your business. All right, take care. Bye.